Hey, Thomas from Field Tennis. Today I would like to talk to you about one concept in tennis that you may not even know it exists and that you can work on it, and that is the skill of being calm, of staying calm when you're playing tennis. The game of tennis is very chaotic, especially at lower levels where players don't control the ball so well. They mishit the ball a lot, so even if they want to play the ball deep, the ball lands short. They don't really have good stroke technique and ball control to maintain long rallies, and so points end up pretty quickly. Balls are all over the place: short ball, high ball, drop shot, low slice, and so on. So the game is pretty chaotic, and your goal is to find peace in the chaos. If you do not find peace and calmness in the chaos, then you're going to follow the chaos intuitively, subconsciously, because you'll be running around, chaotic game, and the ball bounce is very abrupt. So as it comes from the other side and it bounces relatively close to you, the bounce is very abrupt, and that causes players to have very abrupt movements. They prepare too late, they hit too late, and all that contributes to their anxiousness. So while there are various mental techniques for players to calm down, to lower their activation level, today we're going to look at 3 very simple steps you can do when you're playing in free hitting sessions first, before this will eventually transfer to matches. So what you can do in free hitting sessions to learn to calm down. So I want to show you 3 steps how you can work on calming yourself down. Right now, at first, my assistant Kaya is going to feed me balls from the basket so that I can explain everything that needs to be done, and later I'm going to also show you how you work on calming yourself down while rallying. So here we go, Kaya. So the first thing I want you to try and do is that hold balance for a long time. So your trigger, your timer is always the ball bounce on the other side. So I'm going to do something. So today we're going to do 3 things, and you have to hold them or do them very slowly until the ball bounces on the other side on the ground. So right now what I'm doing, I'm hitting neutral stance forehands. This one was open but with the weight transfer. So I'm hitting a neutral stance forehand and I'm holding balance on my leg until the ball bounces on the other side. When players are stressed, they're kind of immediately losing the position, they're losing balance, they hit the ball and immediately doing like this because they play a lot of matches and they feel there is absolutely no time to calm down after the shot, but I assure you that there is. So because players are not used to holding good balance, they keep falling off. That falling off balance actually increases the anxiety because your brain is now trying to save you from falling. And so in order for us to calm down, it's very important that we feel very stable at the end of the shot. So that is the first method that you're going to be using. So right now I'm playing neutral stance forehand. I can also play open stance forehand. So if I play open stance forehand and I transfer weight like this from right to left, then again I'm holding balance at the end on the left leg. But sometimes you're going to play open stance like this. You'll be moving to the right. Let me try again. I'll be moving to the right, and I will feel that my main leg that's stabilizing me is my right leg. So I'm trying to hold balance on the right leg for 1 second. So while I'm rotating, I try to stabilize well on the right leg. So I'll show you again. If I move a bit to the ball or I just stay here, I stay very stable on the leg until the ball bounces. So right now I'm going to try and time it like this. The ball bounces and I would recover. So I hit the ball bounces and I recover. So this is the first method, is to hold balance. Right now I showed you forehand. I will also show you a few backhand clips. So the first way of calming yourself down is to hold balance. So hold your position until the ball bounces, and then you can recover and split step and so on. The next thing you can do to calm yourself down is to slow down the follow through. So again, when players are doing it wrong. They hit the ball, they go very fast to the follow through and abruptly stop it. So they're hitting something like this very quickly to the follow through and then very quickly out. So it's something like this. And obviously you can see with your naked eye that that's obviously not calm. So what I want to do is I want to hit the forehand, I want to slow down my follow through, and I want my follow through to last as long as the ball is flying again to the bounce. So I'm following the ball, I'm synchronizing with the ball, and as long as the ball is flying, I'm slowly moving. As you can see, I'm also holding my balance now so that you see all the components. So I'm slowing down my follow through very deliberately, very consciously at first, and I'm trying to track the ball. So I'm going like the ball. And the third thing you can do to calm yourself down, so I will first show the wrong way, so I can't show, but you can hear me, so I'm going to breathe a little bit louder for the mic to pick up. So players are breathing very erratically. So that's how breathing goes. And obviously with this kind of breathing, we have the connection. If you're very anxious, nervous, stressed, your breathing will be very fast and shallow. So what you can do to practice calming yourself down is to slow down your breathing. So in this case, we're just going to focus on one little part, and that is a long exhale, which lasts, again, you guessed it, until the ball bounce. So I'm hitting a forehand. I'm going to be exhaling a little bit louder so that the microphone picks up the sound. So as you can see, it's not that long because it takes about 1 second, something like a second or a little bit more, for the ball to go from my contact to the bounce. So all you have to do is exhale 1 second, maybe 1.2 seconds. Here we go. So breathe like you're blowing a candle. Don't breathe because you're contracting too much. Just blow the birthday candle. Okay, so now if I put everything together, what I want to do to work on calming myself down is to hold balance very long. Right now I'm just demonstrating neutral stance forehands, but you can do open, all stances that you play. So I want to hold balance, I want to slow down my follow through, and I want to have a long exhale, and the timing for all these three components, all three parts, is the same. I want to do them as long as my ball is flying until the bounce. So when it bounces, and doing this I need to recover, because in a rally situation the ball is gonna come back. So I observe all three. I'm always with the ball. If your ball goes a bit longer, slow down longer. So right now I hit very long ball. I'll try and hit one shorter, like on purpose. Then it's shorter, right? So sync with the ball and then recover. I do open stance. Then look at me and notice how that looks like. I imagine how that looks like. Does that look like to you very exaggerated what I'm doing, or does it look quite normal for free hitting? Here's how backhands can look like. So I'm playing one-handed backhand, so I'll be hitting one-handed. For you two-handers, everything is exactly the same. Hold balance, slow down the follow through, and have a long exhale. So I'm going to demonstrate my one-handed backhand now. So this one was a very deep ball, and I was just following the ball. It went like a foot long. I'm playing slow, and because I'm playing slow and the ball flies long time, I'm holding my balance for a long time. So now I want to show you how it realistically looks like when you're doing free hitting, you're playing forehands and backhands, you're not focused on one specific shot, and that you can see first from this angle behind me that I always have time to hold my balance for a little bit, to slow down my follow through and to have a long exhale. You can see I have time to do a little dance with my feet and split step after the shot. So you might feel there is not enough time, but you will realize there's more time in tennis than you think. You just have to start looking for it and stop panicking. When you stop panicking, you're going to perceive more time. So you see that I hold my position on the right leg a little bit. I can go back. Just that little pause of calming down. Stability, slow follow through. Slow follow through is going to help you a lot with ball control. When you deliberately slow down your follow through and hold position. You can see that I'm still moving. I don't get sleepy with my feet. I'm still moving, still light on my feet, still split stepping. Try to notice that little moment of me calming down, even though I'm playing a match situation. And I'm still breathing very long exhales. See, that's the ball that I'm watching like a hawk. This one I'm also watching like a hawk because I played it very accurately to the baseline, and then my opponent can play just half volley, and now my volley is not so difficult. So this is how the reality looks like. Obviously I'm not holding my position as long as in free hitting session or getting the ball from the basket, but this element is there and I'm using it to find peace in the chaos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.